Welcome to another video, family. Today I'm going to be talking about an important subject. I'm naming this video Enemies of the State, a Threat to U.S. National Security. Okay, the reason why I'm saying this and who am I really addressing this to is it's concerning the true people of Israel, okay, the chosen of the Most High Yah. Why do I say this? Is because I've talked about the reasons why the true Israelites have been mistreated by the people, by the governments of the United States of America. So we know the spiritual reasons why this has occurred. But now I'm going to give a historical reason why we have been considered a threat to U.S. national security. Okay, and I'm going to address some of the historical markers that has affected us in the United States. First of all, I like to mention two scriptures as it relates to our condition in the United States. One is Exodus 1:10 that says, "Come, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass that in the event of a war, that they join with our enemies and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land." Okay, that's Exodus 1:10. Another scripture is Psalms 83, where it talks about, "They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. Come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance." Okay, and it also speaks about the confederate. "They are confederate against thee, for they have consulted together with one consent." So most of the time when we think about the Confederacy, we think about the slavocracy of the North, of the South, the planter class of the South. But in reality, this scripture is letting us know that the Confederacy is included both the North and the South. They were both Confederate in their oppression and enslavement of our people. Okay. Now here's the historical connection with these scriptures. We know that in 1776, in the so-called Revolutionary War, which we know was a counter-revolutionary war, the so-called Africans or blacks and the so-called Indians both were allied against the colonists on the side of Britain as allies. And we lost that war. And as a consequence of that war, we were permanently classified as enemies of the state. Of course, they didn't come out and tell us that, but you can see in their actions and in their governmental policies, okay, and both foreign and domestic, this is so, okay. And also in the War of 1812, Tecumseh, the Native American leader, was also allied against Britain. Allied against the colonists with Britain, because he was fighting against the European colonists coming over the Appalachian Mountains and invading and taking more and more of their land. Okay, and he was successful in some of his military pursuits, but he was eventually defeated and killed. Okay, and then from that, of course, we know the Civil War, where the so-called African Americans or descendants of African slaves were allied against the Confederate South on the side of the North. And they were actually taking their own freedom. And this is why the North, through Abraham Lincoln, the president, passed the Emancipation Proclamation, okay, which really took that victory out of the hands of our people, because he didn't want us to take our freedom, because freedom is not given, it has to be taken. So by the Emancipation Proclamation, we were able to help the North defeat the South and secure the Union. Okay, and then it lasted for a while, but then after Reconstruction, the North allowed the South to pass the black codes and the Jim Crow laws, which proves that the North and South are allied together in the Confederacy, as spoken of in Scripture. Okay, not only that, the South was given all of their lands back, and they were allowed to not only have or retake their political power in the halls of Washington, but they were actually able to take control of both houses of House of Representatives and the Senate, and to control the presidency, the Supreme Court, and allow the most important committees, okay, that doled out jobs and things of that sort, contracts. So with that, I'm going to say have a nice night. I hope you enjoyed this information. If you enjoyed it, press the like button, subscribe, leave your comments, and hope that this answers your questions about why we're treated the way we're treated in the United States through Israel, the spiritual reasons, and now I've given you historical reasons why our people are mistreated, oppressed, and it is their intentions to keep us on the bottom forever until, with the Most High's help, we're able to break white supremacist power and their control over us. Okay, until then, have a nice night and shalom.